Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture. Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture. What's up? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Looks like there's 16 of us in here already. You guys, let me know if you can hear me now. We got some big stuff to talk about tonight. All right. You can hear me fine. Good. Hopefully there are no problems. I've been having problems the last couple of weeks. Blockbuster Box Sets had problems with his live stream last night. Raccoon Eye says 5x5. Reminds me of Faith from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She used to say that all the time. Woke Niner in the house. Gary's Comics and Movies in the house. Adam in the house. Why So Blue Tube? What's up, my brother? Robert in the house. Travis. Movie Odyssey. Quietly Games. Todd. Juanita in the house tonight. I know it's a... yes, Juanita has the cat. I know it's a school night, a work night. But you know, tomorrow night is Valentine's Day, so I figured people might be busy. Edward in the house. Hello. What's up? Is that all twisted up? All twisted up. I can't see from that far away. Spitting nickels, baby. Travis, what's up? Yes, Becca, we've gotten a lot of rain, and we are this close to having had tons of snow because we got like 4 or 5 inches of rain, but it was like 36 or 37 degrees outside. Risha Adams says they're having the Super Bowl parade in Philadelphia.
I know. I'm so sad. I was at the last one. I got.
She was at the last one.
I'll be able to watch the live stream from my phone.
She's gonna watch the live stream.
And cry that.
Brand, what's up, Adam? All twisted up. You got a hold of one of my DVDs of one of my films. Awesome. Which one? Juanita's getting rain and snow. I tried to kind of set up a little bit differently, so if I'm not looking right at the camera, I can see you guys and hear you guys better though, like this, or I can see and respond to you guys better like this. It might be a little weird though because I'm not looking at the camera. Hey yo, roast beef. WTF, what's up? What's up, roast beef? Let's see. Does that do anything? Oh, you don't have any left. Or you don't have any yet. So what's the best way to buy my movie? So right now, the best way to buy what I have left is just to email me at avawithchase@gmail.com, and I'll sell them. I sell them through PayPal. But we are working on getting a site up, and that leads me to tonight's giveaway. So I'm going to set my goal. We're going to set a goal for a giveaway. I'm going to tell you guys a big giveaway. We're going to set a goal. I'm going to do, we'll do an hour. And we got a big giveaway for tonight and some more stuff to come. But John Doe Juggalo in the house. So I set up a goal tonight. So if we reach the goal, we're going to give away a t-shirt. You guys, if you saw my t-shirt designs, we're going to give away, you are going to get the very first t-shirt. And you're going to be able to email me, and you're going to get to pick from a few different designs. And you are going to get the very first t-shirt. So if we hit our goal tonight, you're going to get to pick your t-shirt, and you're going to get the very first t-shirt out of all those designs that I designed. You're going to get to pick one. And then besides that, for right now, The only way to get those will also be to contact me. We're trying to get like a Shopify or a site set up or whatever. But for right now, because I'm not putting them on T Republic, you only make like $2 or $3 per t-shirt. I can't do that. Like, it takes me too long to design them. So if you do want a t-shirt, you can win it tonight by, if we hit the goal, and we're going to do we're going to do trivia, and then you're going to win a free t-shirt. Other than that, you have to contact me at avawithchase@gmail to buy those or my movies. I know it sucks to do it that way right now, but until I can get that set up, that's the only way I can do it. You haven't missed American Pie Talk yet. We're just now getting started. And I'm going to tell you tonight how you're, like, when we get to my 10,000 subscriber live stream, I'm going to give, this is going to be one of the things I give away. The rest of the stuff that I'm going to give away at the live stream is all going to be done through at the 10,000 subscriber celebration when we get there. I think I'm about 400 away, 350 away. But this is going to have a different set of rules because this is a big giveaway right here. So if you guys haven't seen this, this is for all the Rockies that Blockbuster Box Sets gave me to give away at my 10,000 subscriber live stream. And I'll probably show it again throughout the time here. Super cool. But in order to win this at the 10,000 subscriber live stream celebration when we have it, we're going to go back old school. So that we try to spread the word around. You're going to have to comment on a video and say enter 10,000 on the video and make some kind of comment with it, because just enter 10,000, it doesn't register it necessarily if it keeps popping up on there. The algorithm thinks it's a bot. So enter 10,000 and then make some kind of comment on any video. That's going to get you one entry. If you share a video anywhere like Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever it's called, in your reels, whatever, tag me in it. If you share AVA Pop Culture, if you share my Instagram, if you subscribe to my Instagram, any of that stuff, you're going to get another entry. And then I'm going to do it old school, analog. I'm going to put your names in the hat and draw it out. So you have to go into the comments on a video, not in this video, not in the chat, on one of the videos, enter 10,000, make a comment, but you have to say enter 10,000. And then if you share it anywhere, you share AVA Pop Culture, you subscribe to the channel, you share my Instagram, you share videos, any of that. My Instagram is American Vintage Adventures because that's the parent company. You share that, you're going to get another entry. And then I am going to draw a name on the 10,000 live. I'm going to draw a name. So that's just one thing, though, that I'm going to give away. And I'll go over that again. I'll write down all the details. During the live stream, when we get to 10,000, I'm also going to give this away. A VSU, a brand new, unopened. It's still sealed in there. I'm going to give a VSU away of Navy SEALs. I am going to give away Riddick 4K by Arrow right here. Going to give that away. I'm, of course, going to give away a couple of my movies and a t-shirt and maybe a surprise thing. So a lot of stuff when we get to 10,000 because I super appreciate it. Channel's growing. It's getting big, and that's awesome. And I have you guys to thank. So I want a big celebration. We'll probably be on for a few hours that night and do it all. Let me catch up with the chat.
If we wait until after we get back, we can do some swag bags too.
This is a great Navy SEALs release. Said you haven't watched it in 30 years. This is a great release. They do a good job with those. Yeah, any video, try to go to one in the past couple of weeks. Comment, keep it going. Get it going. You need to tag me in it so that I know. Tag AVA Pop Culture. That'll probably help. It should show up anyway, but if you want to make sure, you commented on the one showing off the box set. Okay. You want to win one of the movies or a shirt, Juanita? We're going to make sure that we do that, we have some, we're going to give away some of my movies, and we're going to make it where my movies are easier to get, and we're going to start getting some box sets for my movies so that they come in collector sets too eventually. But I'll always give the old standard option. Going to have just a big celebration when we get to 10,000. I don't even know where we're at right now. I think we're about 400, 350 away. The Infinite Angel May Cry, Prince. Nice name. Favorite sequel in the Rocky franchise? Woo. Well, the second one, he wins it, so that's awesome. I like the second one. The third one is honestly about as 80s as you can get, even though people think of that from the fourth one. I think of it as the third one. Risha says the one where he beats Drago. That's 4. It's hard. That's hard. That's my favorite. I mean, that's so hard. I actually think that I like 3 better than 4. So 9,650 roughly. So yeah, about 350 away. There's a chance that it could be that the celebration could be next Friday. There's a chance. Well, that doesn't matter. It's not getting sent out the same day. The Blockbuster Slipbox site has some good stuff. Yeah, he does. He makes some good stuff. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm about to move some stuff around, but that's a Blockbuster box set. That's a hard slip of his. That is too. So is Fright Night. All right, Ben, rock on. I will make sure that I start keeping a log of it. I told Risha's you have a lot more people subscribed than you did when you did that for Inner 2000. So can you keep up with it all? We're gonna keep our best going, keep our running track. Where he fights an alien from outer space. Yo, it's Rocky in space.
What's his name dies? Isn't it Apollo?
No, Apollo dies in 4 at the beginning. That's when he fights Drago. Mick dies in 3.
We don't like that one.
Rich is I don't like that one. Mick. We got more to do. We got more to do. But at least Mick was old, though. Apollo wasn't old.
I don't like neither part of that.
Oh, Blade. The Crow or Blade? Blade. Chris Christopherson in Blade. I'm a huge Chris Christopherson fan as a singer and an actor. You see, I just got Convoy on 4K up there. That is an underrated movie. I might do a review of that, but I know it's going to be on a list that I'm working on. What I think of the Creed films? I like the first 2. I didn't even care to see the third. Without Rocky, not really interested. Rocky is still, Sylvester Stallone got nominated for an Oscar and won the Golden Globe, I think, for Creed. Without him, that franchise doesn't go. They found that out too, because the third one kind of tanked, especially compared to the other two. I don't have the Blade 4K. I need to get it. I kept thinking there was going to be a whole box set, but I guess not. I guess I just need to get it. You thought you were buying Convoy once and ended up with a collection of trucker movies. So Convoy, a lot of people don't know this because there's a very famous song, Convoy, an old country song by C.W. McCall, and a lot of people think that he wrote that for the movie Convoy. That's actually not true. It's backwards. Sam Peckinpah heard that song, and then they got together and they actually made a song, or made the movie based off the song, and then used the song in the movie. So that's one of those where the song inspired an entire movie. Did you hear that the Blade trilogy for sure is coming in September? That would be awesome. I'd just wait. Yo, Joseph Vincent in the house. Joseph Vincent, you haven't missed a lot. We were just talking about how we're going to give stuff away when we get to, 10,000 subscribers and all that. The Rocky box is badass, y'all. When you see it in person, it's even cooler than it looks online. It is super cool. Navy SEALs. I think this is one of their cooler looking packaging. It just pops. And then Riddick. This is an underrated release right here too. But if we get to 10 super chats tonight, if we hit the goal tonight, then we're going to give away. Somebody's going to win the very first T-shirt of all my original designs. Ben, everything is going to be separate. So the Rocky box will be one win. The Navy SEALs will be one win. Riddick will be one win. Each of my movies that I give away will be separate wins. T-shirt that I give away be a separate win. So it won't be like all one thing together. Try to spread the love so everybody gets a chance to win something. Brand says, how does that work? Are there any secrets to knowing if a box set is coming versus trying to buy individual? There are no secrets. Like sometimes maybe we'll find out like something will kind of get leaked or something like that, but that's it. Retro Money, new sub from Canada, been watching for a few weeks on TV. Nice to catch a live. Oh, awesome, man. It's funny. There's like in the analytics back there, it'll tell what most people watch your videos on. And I think it's like 71%, somewhere, but it bounces between like 67 and 71% of people watch my videos on TV, which actually too, like about 60 something percent of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, but that's probably because if they find them on TV, it's not very convenient to subscribe while you're watching TV. With being able to create our own box sets like that, should we just start buying individual? Well, here's the thing on that. You can create these, but it takes a lot more time and effort than you think. Like at some point you're like, I'd just rather pay the extra $15 and have somebody else do it versus making the materials, putting it all together, getting artwork, printing it out. It's more work than you think it is. And he's not going to be able to make one for every movie. He's not going to be able to do that. So where is that? Yes, we need a near dark on 4K. Kira, TZM, what's up? Yeah, I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to win some stuff. And you know, spread it around. Yeah, Police Academy box set would be cool. Dark Room Reviews, I appreciate it, man. Oh, the Menendez brothers. It is a very awesome Rocky box. Super awesome. I am proud that he gave me one of those to give away. That's going to be awesome. All right, Woke Niner is back from commenting and sharing.
There's Juanita.
Juanita, are you still in here? Here comes the cat. Yep, I see him. There's Mando. Ben, that's a good question. I was talking to Brian today from the last movie, Standing. Yeah, Woke Niner said Mando. Yeah, he's a big old kitty. He's a very big kitty. But why the F is American Pie Wedding not getting a 4K? I don't know, and neither did Brian. He couldn't get any information on it, and I was, for one, hoping. I want somebody to do American Reunion and put in all the extended and deleted scenes from that so that maybe I can finally see my line that I had in that movie. I want to finally see my line that I had in that movie. 88 Films is putting out American Pie 2 on 4K. They're putting American Pie 3, which is American Wedding, and American Reunion, which is part 4. And then all the like band camps, Naked Mile, all that stuff is going to be on one set, but they're all going to be Blu-ray. Only part 2 is getting a 4K. Do I own any of the Cobra Kai seasons? No. They only have a couple out that are on DVD. I don't want to buy them on DVD. Daylight 4K is a must for me too. Now she wants food. Chase, have you ever seen The Collector and the Collection movies? I have not. I got to watch. So I waited on the final season of Cobra Kai. I know a little bit of what was going to happen because I talked to, you know, like Marty and Jesse. Like I knew where all this was going, kind of. But I waited for all 3 parts to drop. So I haven't watched any of them yet. I've stayed completely away from it. And then when I'm finished watching it, that's probably the end for Netflix in this house. Yes, I highly recommend this shelving back here. I highly recommend it. It is like $100 a shelf, like a whole section. And it holds a lot of movies, and it's very clean, takes up very small amount of room out into the floor. I highly recommend. Volcano would be a good upgrade to 4K. I've got to get that Daylight. That's an underrated Stallone movie. I'm not so excited. B-Dubs, what's up? I am not as excited for Karate Kid Legends because I didn't like the Will Smith, Jada, whatever Karate Kid movie. Kung Fu movies, what that really was. Should have been the Kung Fu Kid. So not really, no. I do recommend Ralph Macchio's book, though. Waxing On, I think is the name of it. I listened to it on Audible. I recommend that. Marty, the shelves, I think if you go to my description and go to my Amazon storefront, I have them linked in there. Because they're like the Atlantic something. I am a big fan of Stranger Things. Somebody needs to homebrew those for me so that I can get all those and Cobra Kai. Ben with a $5 super chat breaks the seal. We got one on our way to giving away a t-shirt tonight, the first ever t-shirt. Thanks, man. $5 super chat says, congratulations. So close to 10,000 subs. Very, very close. Very close. And we still have until May. I think May 24th is the day I put up my first video on this channel last year. So what we got? March, April. Still got 3 months. So I'm interested to see how far we can get in 1 year. Ralph Macchio is nice. I met him a couple times too. I mentioned I had Bloodsport from the UK. It's a good. The 4K is good. It's good. You can get it from Turbine. I think Zavi has it too. I think it's Studio Canal that did it. I can't remember. It's a good 4K though. It's not like outrageously expensive. The Steelbook is more expensive. How often do I go out to the movie theater? Not as much as I want to. I love going to the movie theater. That's actually one of my favorite things in life. Always has been. I could go in there. I used to say it was like going into a portal where you closed out. You went into another time and space, into another world, and you closed our world out, and all the problems, all the worries, all the cares closed out behind you when those doors shut. So I love it. I don't go enough. I have not gotten the Orca 4K, but in honor of my father, I will get that 4K at some point because my dad liked Orca as much as he liked Jaws. Quietly Game says, I convinced you on purchasing April Fool's surprised me. April Fool's Day surprised me how good the 4K was. In 1 year, I may beat Dead Pit in subscribers. Well, I'm just not, I mean, you know, we got to bring some positivity. I mean, everything's not all, I'm going to tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and ugly place. But you don't have to be down all the time. You can talk about stuff that's good and fun and still hold people accountable and boutiques accountable. But you don't have to like be down or negative all the time. That people don't want that. Kira TZM, $5 super chat. We're 2 out of 10. Thank you, my friend. He said, is there a modern horror film that sticks out as something truly special? And is there an older horror film that you want to see in 4K that isn't in 4K yet? Okay, so for me, a modern horror film that stuck out as special when I saw it was The Conjuring, the first Conjuring, because that genuinely scared me. It genuinely did. And I like haunted house movies. It genuinely scared me. Now they've gotten off and gone, you know, different directions with the sequels, but that original Conjuring stuck out to me. It did. And one that I want to see on 4K. Well, one that I was talking about today, I think Valentine would look really good on 4K because that thing is shot really well. And some people don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, but I do because I'm a film nerd. So I pay attention to how it's lit, how it's shot, and I know that movie would look good on 4K. So that's one. There was another one I was just thinking about today. Well, I would like to see the original It on 4K because it was shot on film for TV. I would love to see that. There was another one that I was just thinking about. And now I can't remember. Oh, well, I mean, Dark, the Catherine Big, we were just talking about it. Near Dark needs a 4K terribly. House on Haunted Hill remake, which I actually really like. That would do good with a 4K because that movie's so dark. So there's several. Disclosure is a good movie. I haven't seen that one in a while. That one's pretty graphic. Did I take advantage of the buy one, get one 50% off on Amazon? I didn't know Amazon had that going on. Someone told me today that Target had a buy one, get one going on. A buy one, get one half off. Ben with another $5 super chat says, here's another one. Love your work, Chase, man. I appreciate that, man. I really, really do. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the original It in 4K. I mean, because it was shot with film. I looked it up. It was shot with 35 millimeter film. So it should be able to be done if they have access to it at all. There just doesn't seem to be any great creative minds in movie making anymore these days. I think part of it is that we've gotten to a point where everybody wants to play everything safe. They want to check every box to make sure everything is not offensive to this person, that person, politically correct, not problematic, and all this kind of stuff. And by the time it has a right message, by the time they check all those boxes, then they get around to story, and by then there's nothing left. It's like I used the analogy last time. You know, you can eat bland food and survive, but it tastes a lot better if it's got spice in it, you know, and that's what older movies had. They had a little more spice. They didn't just stay bland. Uh, 4K, you enjoyed Werewolves? I thought it was pretty fun. Wolfman 2025, I am probably skipping. I didn't see it at the theater. I don't like what I've heard. I don't like that they made it like a disease or whatever. You really hate that take. There are tons of filmmakers. Anyone can do it now, and it allows for so many. Yeah, but the problem is there's a lot of people that are doing it, but you don't get anywhere unless you follow those rules. Trust me, I know. I know firsthand. You don't get anywhere unless you follow all those rules. Dark Road 79 is not released on physical media because I wouldn't follow all those rules. So I know firsthand. Panic Room. I haven't heard people saying that one's not good. Now I know that like Frank did a video, Frank's Media and Reviews. He did a video talking about someone else who in the UK did a video saying that Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from Arrow had a problem with the Dolby Vision, and everybody's running with that. But that movie hasn't been released yet officially. And as far as I can tell, that one person is the only person that had that problem, or that is like out there talking about that problem, and everyone's just running with it. So I'm gonna be interested to check that one for myself when it gets here. So sometimes I want to check for myself on stuff. Armageddon needs a 4K big time, but the rumor that it's coming this year, and Con Air. So Austin says his TCM from Arrow works fine on his Sony with Dolby Vision. Yeah, sometimes you get stuff early. Like I know Joseph, I don't know if he's in here, but hell, Joseph had his Life Force like a week or so ago. I don't know if the original Conjuring has a 4K release or not. I'm working on my old Blu-ray. Original 4K King Kong would look good because especially if it had HDR, black and white always looks good with that. He does, Ben. Joe Bob shows you stuff that you might not ever otherwise see. Yeah, so like, yeah, some of the stuff can look bad. Sometimes the old effects, the special effects, don't translate to 4K that well. But if they're doing a restoration, they can touch that up. It just depends on how much money they want to put into it. Joseph's here. He's just on the treadmill. I didn't get on the treadmill today. I'm bad today. Oh, Daniel at the Cobwebs channel in here. Hit me with a $5 super chat, man. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. He said, congrats on almost hitting 10K. You're killing it, brother. Man, I appreciate it. I've said it a lot of times before. It was Daniel's channel. It was the first one I started watching and pushed me over the edge to go ahead and do this. So love watching his channel. And man, I really appreciate that. Yes, so close, like 300, 350 away. And oh man, I was watching Daniel's video today. He was talking about his haul, and he and I both got, because I'm a subscriber. I don't think it's sitting over here anywhere now. Hold on one second. He bought this. I'm a subscriber, of course, so I'll be doing my video reviewing and ranking all these movies for my Vinegar Syndrome subscriber stuff here soon, because I've almost watched them all. I'm just going to go ahead and spoiler alert. I loved Curse of the Devil. Like, I absolutely loved this movie. This made me single-handedly a big-time Paul Naschy fan, and now I'm going back and watching everything of his that I can get. So this, I can't wait to do my reviews for my subscriber Vinegar Syndrome stuff and rankings. But spoiler alert, I love Curse of the Devil. Daniel got this. He was talking about this on his video today, too. If you guys don't follow the Cobwebs channel, man, he does great. He does great videos. So lots of cool lists, kind of like the ones I like. If you haven't followed him, he does lists too, like where he does clips and shows the movies that he's talking about. Like when I do those, I'll do a couple of those here and there. He does that, but good movie. Cheryl, what's up? You're holding off on buying the sale until the 4K replacement. It's so fleeting. I went ahead and bought it when it was 50% off. So I'll wait on a replacement disc later because I paid half price for it. Sean says, have you ever bought movie posters from Mutant? I possibly got one that I've commissioned on there this summer. No, I haven't. I would definitely love the rest of the Die Hards in 4K. That's for sure. I'm a big fan of all the, the first three movies I'm a fan of big time. I like the second one more than most people. I still like the Christmas feeling of it all. I did not get Crack House. I didn't get that one. Of course, I have all the Vinegar Syndrome subscriber stuff for the month, which is like the Witch from Nepal, and I also bought Virtuosity. I bought Iced, and I bought the Canyons, but that was from a partner label. And this month, here's one that you guys, let me go ahead and recommend this to you. Like, Vinegar Syndrome doesn't give me anything. Trust me, I had to buy it. But the Cinematograph line, it's not included. I bought a movie, The Joy of Sex, that they put out on their Cinematograph line. And I don't think a lot of people know what that movie is. It is like a coming of age high school sex comedy. And it has Ernie Hudson in it. It has Christopher Lloyd in it. Christopher Lloyd's like a teacher, like a health teacher and a coach. And Ernie Hudson is the principal, if I remember correct. I've seen it a bunch of times when I was younger. But it's like American Pie, Porky's kind of thing. And I don't think a lot of people know what it is, but that's what it is. It's not like an artsy fartsy movie. Like, a girl thinks she's dying and she wants to lose her virginity. So like that in high school. And that's what it is. It's good, Daniel. It's good. It's really good. I saw it a bunch when I was younger. The Curse with Will, yeah. Yeah, I agree too that Die Hard 2 is underrated. I like the whole feel of it, the airport, the Christmas vibes. It got like the snow. I like it. I like it. Die Hard 3 with Samuel L. Jackson. Like I said, the first three, awesome. Will we get Lethal Weapon on 4K? I think we're at least getting the first one this year, if not all of them, at some point this year. We need the entire Friday 13th in a 4K box set. I don't know if you're going to get it like that. I think you're going to get them all. I don't know if you're going to get a box set because I think Arrow's about to drop. I think they're going to end up dropping Freddy vs. Jason, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X. My TV player keeps turning off when I try to watch my Blu-ray player. That's weird. First thing I would say is unplug your Blu-ray player from the wall and leave it unplugged for about 5 minutes. TV too. '88 films. You're possibly wanting 88 films 4K of transfers, but you hear the same transfer Full Moon did for their release. That one I don't know. Like if Brian was in here, like he knows more about 88 films. Like I'm just now getting more into 88 films. I'm going to buy all those American Pies from 88 films. And like I said, hopefully on American Reunion, they have all the unedited or like all the extended scenes, alternate takes, all that stuff. And maybe I can see my line finally. It's all I do is yell. I'm holding a DVD and it's of Chris Klein on a dance show. It's still, that part's still in the movie. But when I had the line, Katrina Bowden is like on drugs and she's like humping a couch arm. And I scream, yeah, let's play it. And I've got the DVD and she comes and snatches it out of my hand and puts it in the DVD player. And I don't know. I would love to actually get to see it one day. You love I'm a Donald Duck guy, man. I love Donald Duck. I keep this is my one of my Donald Duck Christmas ornaments. I just keep it down there. This is a Donald Duck hat too. I'm all about me some Donald. I love Donald Duck. Oh, Steve in the house. Brian's been in here. Brian is like he's getting more and more into 88 films. So, but I don't know if he knows anything about that Trancers release or not. Steve Rossman in the house. Big Steve. Steve says Under Siege needs a 4K. Yes. Which one is it? Is it Under Siege where Erica Laniak comes out of the birthday cake? Is that Under Siege? Yeah, because I got like a long time somewhere over here. I have something that she gave me signed from that movie. She's super nice. Super nice. You ordered 88 Films Masters of the Universe. I'm going to get that one too. So my 88 Films is about to expand. I want to get that movie Brian reviewed. I'm a nymphomaniac, or was in where the girl falls down the stairs and gets like amnesia and becomes a nymphomaniac or whatever. And he said it's like the movie The Love Witch, which he talked about and has. And I just saw Daniel talked about The Love Witch too. I'm going to admit I've never seen The Love Witch, but I am going to buy that movie because I am blown away at how that looks like it was shot in the 1960s. And it was shot in like 2015 or 2016. Blown away by the filmmaking. Blown away. So I don't know how the movie is, but I'll buy it just for that. And if that other movie from 88 Films is similar, give me that too. Give me that too. Yeah, Steve. So that's it. Yeah. I got some Erica Laniak stuff. I can't show it though. Ben gives a $5 super chat. He says, for Donald. I say it like that all the time because at Epcot at Walt Disney World, there is a ride, the Three Caballeros, where it used to be the Mexico, like through the rivers of time, but it's the Three Caballeros ride, and it's got Donald and was it Panchito? Panchito? I can't remember the other two's names ever. I always forget. But there's a guy when you're riding through there, and he's like, Donald! And so it always sticks in my head. So every time I say Donald, I'm like, Donald! The Juice Man, are you talking about the Love Witch? I swear Brian talked about the Love Witch, and I swear Daniel talked about it on the Cobwebs recently too, because I've had that movie on my mind. I went and started watching clips from it, and I was like blown away at how that looks. Y'all don't understand, that's not as easy to do, to make something look like it was shot on film in the 60s. Some Cheech and Chong films. My brother was a huge Cheech and Chong fan. There is a movie, I think it's Cheech's, that he used to rent all the time that we would watch. Born in East LA. Hey man, I was born in East LA. Like, I loved it. He was so funny. Up in Smoke is supposed to be coming this year on 4K. That would be awesome. Death Wish. Love Witch looks like an episode of Star Trek with boobs. Yeah. But getting that look, that what's the word? I mean, basically just that mise en scene, or however you say it, that feel is and that to come through on camera, the cinematography of that is not easy. Not easy. We're halfway to, we'll be able to give away a shirt. We'll be able to give away a shirt. What did you guys, did any of you guys who are in here, did you see the shirt designs? Now, I only posted 5. I actually have I think I posted them all on my Instagram. If you want to see them, I'll crop them a little bit on Instagram, but check those out. And that's just the first ones. I'm going to have some more. But if you win, if I give something away tonight, if I give one away tonight, we hit our goal. Oh, the Deadwick. So the Deadwick and Monsters, Why So Blue Tube, those are a couple of my favorites too. My first one that I'm making for myself is a white hoodie with the Deadwick, white long sleeve hoodie with the Deadwick 4K on it. I started drawing, painting, designing that like a long time ago, and then I put it into AI and worked with it with a digital overpaint, and so it's like a combination of everything. So that one's pretty cool. The monsters I love because I wanted like a gangster monster thing. I'm surprised we don't have Assault on Precinct 13. Eventually all the Carpenter movies are going to be on 4K. Big Sal in the house with a $5 super chat. He says, Love Witches definitely has a retro look, but clean looking too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, my friend. Am I picking up the Clint Eastwood Steelbook titles? I'm getting Outlaw Josie Wales for sure. I want the others, but I can't afford everything right now. But I'm going to get Outlaw Josie Wales. That's my favorite. I did pre-order the Dollars trilogy. So there's in that, but eventually I'll get those Steelbooks. Eric hits me with a $5 super chat. Says, just wanted to pop in and say your video, why most 4K movie reviews are wrong, was really helpful to me as someone who is new to this. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, someone else, I'm not going to say who they were. They sent me a voice message on Instagram the other day to tell me, after I did the review, the 4K review of Galaxy of Terror, that just the way I review movies and everything makes them excited to watch movies, makes them feel nostalgia, makes them feel interested, makes them feel excited about movies and stuff. And man, I was on cloud nine when I heard that, because like, yeah, Galaxy of Terror 4K has some issues or whatever, but it doesn't take away from it. It really doesn't. And the movie and where its place is in pop culture and nostalgia and my past and maybe yours, that's all part of it. That's all part of it. So that was a big thing. Yep. Juanita. Sal in the house. Sean says Arrow has a sale that they're advertising. It starts at 3 a.m. So that hits on something I wanted to talk about tonight. So the reason I wasn't going to put a video out today, I wasn't going to put out my Valentine's Day watch list, which somebody was making fun of me for my thumbnail, which was obviously like I was having fun being goofy with the thumbnail. Like it wasn't serious. But I was going to drop that tomorrow on Valentine's Day, but now we got some physical media news because we got Arrow's sale coming. And Vinegar Syndrome and the Mesuline, I never say that right. They have a sale, like a big sale. Apparently it starts tomorrow. And I know somebody else asked me about that in here too. Yes, there's one thing I'm going to buy from that site. I'm going to buy Dracula Sucks because it has both cuts. And believe it or not, when I was younger at the North 85 Drive-In here in Georgia, that's what it's called, the North 85 Drive-In. I saw the non-X-rated version of Dracula Sucks, and it's like a, Dracula spoof. But that's one I'm going to buy. Big Sal says for V-Day, for Valentine's Day, every like is $1 for Chase. Whoa, we're at 41 likes, guys and ladies. Big Sal says for Valentine's Day, every like is $1 or money for Chase. We're at 42 likes. There's 75 of us in here, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Because Big Sal, I don't know if you were in here yet. We're up to 45 likes now. But I was talking about getting ready to do my Vinegar Syndrome review soon because I only got 2 more movies to watch for my subscriber stuff for the month. Curse of the Devil, man. Early contender for the top spot. I got to tell you, it is awesome. High recommend. It's crazy now. It's kind of batshit crazy in some spaces, but it's fun. Vampire's Night Orgy, which doesn't contain an orgy at all, but it's a different meaning of that word. It's actually pretty good too. It's a pretty good like 70s vampire flick. Almost feels like a zombie flick though at some points. Have I seen the movie Suck? I have not seen that. Shout, yes, Shout is starting a sale tomorrow too. So getting back to that, I went ahead and dropped my Valentine's stuff today because tomorrow I'm going to cover all those sales. I'm going to go ahead and cover them, get some physical media news out there. I haven't done one of those in a while because there hasn't been that much to cover. And I'll cover all my targets, and I'm going to cover everything that I'm going to look for on those sales. Erotic Nights of the Living Dead. I actually have seen that, I think, or I've seen it for sale. Shout and Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome. And Melusine. I can never say it right. Steve Rossman says, batshit crazy, $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh, we also, Kira TZM did a $1.49 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. We are one away, and I'm going to be giving away my first t-shirt. Somebody in here is going to, if we get one more, we're going to get a, somebody's going to win the very first AVA t-shirt. So the first design that I just like this of this. So it's going to be very cool. Very cool. Suck is fun. You have it on Blu-ray. I have to check that out. But yeah, so I'll actually be buying something from that website for sure. One more. Yep. Oh, Raccoon Eyes with $5 super chat. We did it. We hit our goal. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Put us over our goal. So now we will definitely be doing a giveaway in here tonight for the first t-shirt. Rich is like, okay, we got a t-shirt. It was her idea. It was her idea.
They're all cool.
And you'll be able to pick for any of the designs I had. Oh, Big Sal. Crazy, man. Big Sal just said, happy V-Day, everyone. $60 for 60 likes. He says, I'm going to get Dracula Sucks and Curse of the Devil. Listen, brother, I appreciate that so much. Big Sal is the one that helped really make getting the Vinegar Syndrome subscriber thing possible. So all the videos that we do this year of those, Big Sal helped make that possible, man. Without him, couldn't have done it because I got so much money that is going out all over the place in January and February. But I appreciate that, man. I super do. I super appreciate that. Big Sal in the house. He is super awesome every time. Far too kind. Far too kind. I appreciate that, my friend. Curse of the Devil. This is a great, though, man. This is a great pickup. Like, super fun. I don't know if Daniel is still in here. He was in here. He was talking about this. He can vouch for this movie, too. And then you get two other movies with it, and they're not all on the same disc. And it's super cool artwork. So it is all like it's a 3-disc set. So they're not all on the same disc. So they didn't do that. They gave them breathing room. I have seen Mark of the Devil, Austin, and I need to get that. You know, that actually has an adult film star in it, too. You got to love Paul Naschy. Paul Naschy, I told Daniel, I was like, Paul Naschy basically just said, you know what? Look right here. I'm big and famous Spanish actor, director, writer, and I'm going to make some movies where I get to play a badass werewolf, occasionally a vampire, and every lady in the general vicinity is going to drop her underwear for me, and they're going to like it. And I'm going to have fun doing it. And you got to respect the guy who's living his best life. Because like Daniel said, he was a super committed family man and married to the same woman forever. But he's out there living it up, man, movie style. Kenny says, first time hitting the live chat. Well, welcome in here. Welcome in here. Big Sal's in here making it rain in here. Big Sal. I appreciate that, my friend. Crazy. Let me see if I missed on anything. Diana Jones and the Temple of Poon. So Dracula Sucks, they actually restored that into 4K. And it has both the full cut and then it has the non-X rated cut. But it actually has, like, they used to make those type of movies differently. I'm just going to say that. They had a lot of production value to them, what we call production value. Like, they had set designs and real costumes and somewhat, at least, of a real script that people went by. So it was very different, very different. Yeah, the full cut's only 1080. The full cut's only 1080. If you're talking about Dracula Sucks, yeah. Roast beef, there's a lot of them that Vinegar Syndrome's doing in 4K. Kenny, I have not seen that. Jurassic World Ultimate Collector Steelbook set. I don't know if I've seen that. I don't have it. I haven't seen it. Sorry about my squeaky chair, guys. Ladies. Make sure I'm caught up here. Yeah, they're quite a few of them. They're restoring a lot of them in 4K, and they're giving them that full vinegar syndrome treatment with slip covers, artwork, tons of extras, which is funny. They're getting tons of people back to do interviews and stuff. It's crazy. My email is avawithchase@gmail.com. And so if you want to buy any of my movies right now or any t-shirts or whatever, if you want to see the designs, that's how you got to do it so I can get me a website up. Yeah. Oh, if it wasn't the chair, it wouldn't have sounded that high-pitched. I'm just drinking my electrolytes here tonight. Hydrating. Ben says, I bought all 4 Psycho movies on DVD, brand new, under $20. Wow. Psycho's a good one. Time to oil it up. Sal says, just watch Nosferatu. It was good, but you like Bram Stoker's Dracula a bit better. So I still haven't seen Nosferatu. My son wanted to see it. He had a football tournament the day after Christmas when it came out. We didn't get a chance to go see it. More stuff kept happening. We didn't get a chance to go see it. So I ordered it because by now it's gonna be out in a couple of days on physical media, and it's cheaper for me and him for me just to buy it and me and him watch it than it is to go to the movie. Yeah, I got a WD-40. If you can't fix it with WD-40 and duct tape, you can't fix it. KY on the chair. Raccoon Eyes. Have you seen how much Threadless pays? I bought shirts from there from my favorite Instagram artist. The shirts are awesome quality too. I haven't. I just know that like a lot of those, like where it's a print on demand, where they do it for you, maybe you can get $4 or $5 a shirt. Maybe. Orbit has Nosferatu already. See, I ordered it. I might be able to cancel my Amazon order and get it from Orbit. Because Amazon not going to ship it till the 18th. I might do that when we get off here. I can cancel my Amazon order. I pre-ordered the 2 MVD movies that don't come out until May. They're cheap. They're not expensive. But I wanted those slipcovers with the first pressings. The Bikini Car Wash 1 and 2 and Tunnel Vision, which there's another movie you guys are going to see. I've been working on a lot more lists and recommendation type lists. There's another movie like Tunnel Vision called, what is it? Something Tube. I can't remember. I saw it forever ago and actually has Chevy Chase in it, a young Chevy Chase in it. But they're kind of like spoof movies. The 4K Constantine, or 4K of Nosferatu sold out. You got your Constantine today. I'll be waiting on mine because I had $45 worth of credit from Zavi, or Zavi, however you want to say it. I had from them $45 credit. So with tax and shipping, that big Constantine box set only cost me a little over $20. So that's how I got it. Groove Tube. That's it. That's the one with Chevy Chase. There's like a hilarious scene where like he's sitting there trying to talk and this woman's undressing behind him and she gets completely naked and she comes over and he's still trying to talk and she's rubbing her underwear all over his face and he's keeping a straight face. I love me some Chevy Chase. The Groove Tube. There you go. All twisted up. Oh, Throwback Cafe, New Jersey says, $5 super chat. I appreciate that so much. Says Chase, you and Cobwebs are my new go-to. Keep it up. Throwback Cafe in Garfield, New Jersey. Retro Cafe. So do you actually have a cafe? That's awesome. You actually have a cafe in New Jersey? Oh, awesome. That would be cool to go there. I've never been to New Jersey. I've never been to New York. Believe me, I've been to California more times than you can count.
We're taking long to see the
But I've never been to New York. Risha said we're taking my daughter to New York to see The Greatest Showman
on Broadway. So
on
it's released.
on Broadway when it's released. So I have to make my way over to New Jersey. That's badass. I hope Chevy Chase is there. I'm literally named after him. My mom was a huge Chevy Chase fan. Foul Play came out right when I was born. He was on Saturday Night Live. That's where my name came from. I need to pre-order Time Cop 2 Quietly Games. I should have already done that. Shadowbots, are you a fan of Rumpelstiltskin? I actually just watched it last night. I had not seen it in forever. And I'm going to do a review. I'm going to do a little review on it probably. But I liked it. Like, I don't love it 100%. Like, I don't love the movie. It looked good on 4K. It's fun. It's like, I think it's fun. It's worth the buy, and it's a nice packaging. It's literally, it's not sitting right here next to me, or I'd show you. Do you see it sitting over there? Man, that's the chair, y'all. It's this same kind of packaging here, this side loader slip and everything. It's nice. It's a nice set. It's very much got Leprechaun vibes. It really does, but it's got a bigger budget than those movies did. Yeah, B-dubs, right? Yeah, got a cafe. Cafe food's always good too. Do you think it's too late for Evil Dead 4? I thought they were planning to do another one. What's my favorite 4K Criterion release? Bar none. Bar none. The best looking release that I've seen from them is Risky Business. It looks so good. And that's a fun movie. But I am so into David Lynch now. Like, I love all those releases too. I can't wait to buy the Seventh Seal on 4K. Although I think there's a BFI that has HDR, that has high dynamic range. Did you guys like the Criterion? I'm working on my next Criterion Closet critique video. They're just fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that a little bit if you watched it. Review. It was fun for me. Yeah, they have Firewalk with me on Criterion, but it's not 4K yet. I got the Blu-ray. I don't have the Life Force. Joseph is in here. He got his way early. I don't have the Life Force from Arrow yet with the uncut 4K. Leprechaun in 4K would be amusing. Yes, it would. Jennifer Aniston, young Jennifer Aniston. Marty says, wonder if we get Blockbuster box sets to make a Nosferatu box. Nosferatu, the vampire. Yeah, I don't know. He's more of a blockbuster guy. It's got to be a big movie. They have yet another Evil Dead coming out? Do they really? I want the Majestic with Jim Carrey on 4K. That is Frank Darabont doing his best Frank Capra impression. The Majestic, 2 thumbs way up. I love that movie. Juanita, I still don't have the gift because I made that. I bought it from Arrow, and even though it's out, I ordered it from Orbit, and they don't send until everything gets there. So it will come with my Life Force from Arrow and my Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 from Arrow. So that should be coming here soon. They have Criterion has Friar Walk with Me on 4K. I thought, or is that's a foreign 4K? Risky Business is a glorious 4K. It really is that good. Yeah, I knew there was a foreign 4K of Firewalks with me, but Criterion hadn't done it, at least not yet, but they probably will now. Well, the official release date for that TCM and stuff was like the 18th or the 23rd or something of this month, 21st. You did? Why so Bluetooth? Oh my God, this chair is so squeaky. Well, if you did, I'll definitely try before I buy. I appreciate that. I'll definitely try before I buy. Steve sent me all of the Twin Peaks a while back. I'm happy with this. Look at that. All of it. The complete television collection. Criterion, they do have Leaving Las Vegas, I think. I have a 4K of that from Turbine. I didn't see hundreds of beavers. Blockbuster box sets in the house. What's up, man? Allison Chains. Yeah, I don't understand the hate for Valentine either. I like that movie a lot. I'm iffy on Argento. Sean, you probably shouldn't watch my video on Suspiria. I'm a big David Duchovny fan. Californication is one of my favorite shows. So is X-Files.
Philadelphia shut down all schools tomorrow so they can go to the parade.
Nice.
I'm so jealous.
Marty, Blockbuster box sets in the house. Was just telling them earlier, you weren't in here. We were talking about how they got to enter to win. So like everything else, when we get to my 10,000 subscriber celebration live stream, will be given away one by trivia. But this, you got to comment on videos, enter, share, all that kind of stuff. Your name goes in a hat, in old school analog drawing it out of a hat. Because this thing is bad to the bone. I have not seen Companion yet. I haven't got out to the movie since Werewolves. We saw Werewolves. So I haven't seen Hard Eyes. I haven't seen Companion. I haven't seen any of that. Jeffrey said, just subscribe to the channel. Big shouts from Chicago, Illinois. Do you have a King of New York in 4K? I do not have that. There's a 4K of that? I don't have it. Companion's good. Go in blind. That's been kind of my thing here lately with movies. If I go to the theater to see them, I'm just going to go. I'm trying to ignore stuff. Although I'm not a person who thinks that worries about trailers giving everything away. I think maybe that might be a little overblown, because I come from back in the day when the trailer used to literally narrate the whole movie for you. It was like Don LaFontaine. He's like, in a world where terrorism has run amok, only John McClane can stop him. He would tell you the whole story in the trailer. Have I seen the ripoff of a movie Halloween called Offerings? I have not. Oh, you just saw a new Captain America movie? Listen, Harrison Ford's my favorite actor probably all time. And they brought him in to try to save that movie. Make no mistake, that's what they did. Matter of fact, in China and Japan, the movie poster just has him on it. Him and him as Red Hulk. But I'm not interested, really. Duffman side job was announcer. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like Winchester 73, Ben. I haven't got to watch my 4K yet. Yeah, they covered Anthony Mackie as Captain America. They took him off of the poster, and it's just Harrison Ford and the Red Hulk. Good morning. Wow, there's 98 of us in here now. We're picking up some steam. You saw Monkey but loved it, didn't love it like other people. I can't even keep up with things coming out so fast. Get off my plane. Yeah, he has played president before. Constantine, like, I love Keanu Reeves. Constantine is one of my favorites of his, believe it or not. Like, I just love Constantine. And he's pushing for them to make a sequel. Oh, that box art for Monster Squad. Yeah, that was a Blockbuster box set. Dude. I still don't know who sent. Like, I bought the Blockbuster box set slip, but the actual 4K movie that's in it, I still don't know who sent it to me. Somebody sent it to me 4 or 5 months ago. I still have no idea who sent it to me. Old man Ford, get off my recliner. Monkey shines. Yeah, that was pretty good, Juanita. That was good. Mosquito Coast is a good one. I mean, I'm a huge indie fan, and Han Solo, I mean, come on. Oh, Kira TZM's another $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Said, what is your favorite horror comedy? You got to see I Sell the Dead. I haven't seen that. Ooh, favorite horror comedy. Okay, I'm gonna take out Hubie Halloween. I'm gonna take out that. I'm gonna go something different because that's just like a comfort movie for me. Boy. Give me a second. Because I'm trying to decide between a couple. I mean, Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is pretty good. Would you consider Zombieland a horror comedy? Oh, I love Hubie. Hubie Halloween, I love. I don't buy bootlegs, but I bought the homebrew of that because hell with Netflix. I love that movie. If you consider Zombieland a horror comedy, then it's got to be Zombieland. Woody Harrelson is Tallahassee, one of my favorite movie characters ever. I love Army of Darkness. I like it, but I got to go Zombieland then, probably. Tucker and Dale vs. Evil is good too, but I love Zombieland. Rubber, that's like where the tire kills people, right? My friend Marla starred in the movie. It's like a low budget movie with the chick that played My Girl. Can't remember her real name, but it's a movie called Blood Car that was like pretty funny too. Reminds me of Rubber. Shaun of the Dead's good. I got that back there. I got Army of Darkness. I love Army of Darkness. I got your box set up there with them all. Got the steel book of Army of Darkness. Yes, I couldn't remember her name. Anna Klumsky. Attack of the Killer Donut. I mean, you could go into some crazy creature features like Night of the Lupus, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. But like, as far as something that's serious with some with some action and stuff in it, I mean, I could watch Zombieland a bunch. Favorite actor of all time, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. And then like, if you add movie star actors like Harrison Ford, Stallone, Schwarzenegger are my top three guys. Then you got Mel Gibson, Jimmy Stewart, Tom Hanks. So they're all up there. You get into comedy actors, you're going to bring in Chevy Chase, Bill Murray, John Candy. My favorite John Candy movies are Summer Rental and Great Outdoors. Eddie Murphy is a top actor for me. Guys I grew up with. Keanu. Like, I did a top 25 actors list, and like, it's hard for me to leave those guys out, but my top five are pretty clear. Harrison Ford, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Gibson, and then Tom Hanks, Jimmy Stewart right there. Night of the Lupus is going out of print on Shout Factory. I may have to grab that just for the hell of it. What's more vulnerable than a tomato? Oh, yeah, Bill Murray, The Dead Don't Die. That is a good one, Steve. That's a good one. I haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows. I haven't seen it. I mean, I like me some Eastwood. He's not as high as the rest as those other guys for me. Yeah, I need to watch it. I've been being told about that one for a while. I mean, don't get me... Okay, so I'm going to spoil something else I got coming on another recommendation list. I like a Clint Eastwood movie that nobody else likes and no one ever talks about. It's called Pink Cadillac, where he plays a skip tracer. And I think Bernadette Peters is in it. I even think, my man Bill Moseley actually plays a little part in there somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. But my mom used to watch the hell out of that movie, and I like it. And people don't like that. So, I mean, I like Clint Eastwood. Don't get me wrong. No, Pacino and De Niro aren't my top 25. Like, I mean, they just aren't. For me, I'm not the biggest gangster movie guy, and that's what they mostly do. Oh no, Pink Cadillac. I mean, I like Trouble with the Curve is okay. It's okay. I mean, they filmed it all around me here, but no, Pink Cadillac. He plays the skip tracer, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. My mom used to watch it a lot. But nobody ever talks about that movie. Nobody ever talks about it. Kirk Cameron's not my top 25 either. I mean, I think I probably named about 25. You got Harrison Ford, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Mel Gibson, Jimmy Stewart, Tom Hanks, Eddie Murphy, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray. I mean, that's like 9 right there. I'm trying to think. Whoa. I skipped over Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, top. He's top 5. Top 5. I knew I was forgetting somebody. It's hard to do it off the top of your head. So then that's already at 10. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan. I love Adam Sandler. Big Burt Reynolds back in the day. Tom Cruise is on there. He's just not as high. I think he's in my top 25 though. But there's some others. Like, I mean, I'm a big Chris Pratt fan now. I like Chris Pratt in everything he does, pretty much. I like Ryan Reynolds, even though he just plays Ryan Reynolds. I'm trying to think of, Bruce Willis is in there. I'm looking over at my list because it's hard to think of them all off the top of your head. Well, that's like 12 or 15 right there. Brad Pitt. Like, I mean, it's weird because he's in some of my favorite movies, right? But I'm like looking because I know I'm forgetting somebody obvious like I did with Kurt Russell. That's why I did my top 25 videos, so I wouldn't have to remember these things. Oh, yeah, Mel Gibson's up there. I mean, he's a talented actor and director. I'm so glad he's directing the new Lethal Weapon movie. Keanu Reeves is in my top 25 and Nicolas Cage for sure. I think if you actually look at my top 25, I put the comedy actors a little lower. So you'll see like Keanu Reeves up higher, Nick Cage up higher. Now I'm not a big Sean Penn guy. I love Nick Cage in The Rock, but I like Nick Cage in everything pretty much. I mean, Leaving Las Vegas is super heavy, but like I remember seeing him as a kid in Raising Arizona. I'm becoming a bigger Gosling fan. I am. Drive, Fall Guy, even though I think he was completely wrong for Fall Guy, I still enjoyed him. Yeah, my top 25 turned into it. 25, like, it actually ends up being more than you think, though. Like, because when I was doing 25, I was like, I was able to pretty much get everybody in. Christopher Lloyd's a good character actor. But I am with Drive, Fall Guy, Crazy Stupid Love. Gosling is really good in those. Who would I pick for Fall Guy? Probably the guy. Oh crap! What's his name? I just totally forgot it. The guy who plays Rip in Yellowstone. I can't think of his name. He plays in Pitch Black. He's actually in Good Will Hunting. God, I can't think of his name. He's like because originally it was Lee Majors, right? Cole Hauser, yes. I would have picked somebody like him. Because the whole point, like I was a big fan of the TV show Fall Guy and the theme song. It's like one of my favorite theme songs ever that Lee Majors also sang. But the whole point is like he was more of a rugged stunt guy. He was kind of outside of like Hollywood just a little bit, where Gosling looks 100% like a movie star. So, well, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a cartoon song, so I got to keep that in a separate category. But like TV show theme songs, like Fall Guy, go look up the original full version. Rich is like, don't start singing it. It's The Unknown Stuntman is the name of the song. It's awesome. It's not that shamble shit that Blake Shelton did that made it like a love song for the new Fall Guy movie.
That's like an earworm for you.
It is an earworm for me when I start singing it. Favorite horror movie of all time? I think it's Trick or Treat is up there. Trick or Treat, I can't remember what I had in my top 3, but Trick or Treat might be it. It's up there. This Trick or Treat, the one that Arrow just released. Because I'm the unknown stuntman. Jason A, what's up? Silver Bullet's up pretty high for me. I like Silver Bullet a lot. I actually did a rankings list of my favorite horror movies. I have to look at that. I'm going to have to just live by that one for now. Now, I did make a promise, and I'll do it in a few months, that once a year, as I expand movies and I get older and I see more movies, I'm going to re-rank my top 25 favorite movies of all time. That was one of the first videos I did on the channel. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep doing it to see how it changes and compares over time. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tremors. Growing up, it was on TBS every time you breathed in and out. Is it? I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with Farrah. Rich is like, stop singing. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine. See, they had to take out all those words because they're problematic. You can't be rating people now. So they had to change all that. Silver Bullet is my favorite werewolf movie of all time. When I rank my favorite werewolf movies, Silver Bullet was number 1. Silver Bullet was 1. Silver Bullet case. Yes, that would be good because look, man, this thing, that's just a little too plain. That's a little too plain. I don't think anything about that captures the movie. This is a great 4K, but that's for shit right there. That doesn't capture the movie at all. Simon and Simon was great. I used to watch Simon and Simon. Yeah, this I instant get, man, because this is a great 4K though. One of the scariest, most underrated horror movies you'll ever see right here. I beat the drum on this one whenever I can because people don't know anything about it. But man, super scary. It's a Scream Factory. The Sentinel. Cursed, a 4K of Cursed would be good. Like with the uncut version. The Sentinel is scary. Scary. Nobody has seen it, and it has a massive cast. And when I say massive cast, go look it up. Go look it up. You're going to be like, how did have I not seen this movie? It go look it up, read some stories about it. It's scary. It's scary. I mean, a beautiful woman finds out that she's got to be the guardian between the gate between but to hell, basically. See, I actually find Sentinel scarier than The Exorcist. Riptide, Moonlighting, Remnant Still. Like Moonlighting, that's Bruce Willis, and most people don't even remember that, but I'm old. Ashley says, I went from watching one live to another. Hello, Chase. I squealed when I saw your upload video today. It was fun. It was fun one to do. Yeah, blockbuster box sets. That would be a good one. Yes, all kinds of actors in the Sentinel. When you look it up, you're like, holy crap, how did I miss this movie? Oh, yeah, the one with Michael Douglas. That's a different one. Old school detective. See, like I haven't even done a ranking of my favorite TV shows of all time because it seems like every time I do any kind of TV related content, nobody watches it. Because I'm probably going to just end up doing that one for myself at some point. Oh, Lover's Lane. It's a movie. I haven't seen that one. Why I said Blue Tube. The Rock. I'm telling you, the greatest American hero. That's a great theme. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. That one. The Fall Guy, the Unknown Stuntman. Incredible theme song. I'd have to think about them. There's some good ones though. TV theme songs ranking. That would be fun to do. I might do that at some point. The problem is you can't ever get away with playing any music on a video. So then it's just me describing or God forbid singing a song. And nobody needs that. Good. Oh yeah, Dukes of Hazzard with Waylon Jennings. That's another one. Nobody needs to hear me sing them all, Woke Niner. I promise you. I got a lot of talents. That's not one of them. Every now and then I can hit the notes a little bit on certain songs. Just enough to be dangerous. Oh yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. It's just like Convoy. I've been working on some lists and I watched this movie and I've probably listened to that song, the C.W. McCall song, Convoy, 50 times. And there's a couple different versions of it. No, we don't need a video of me singing. No. But you don't understand. They keep a show in my hands, but not my face on TV. Cody, what's up? Ooh, most overrated actors of all time. There's a list of those. And I could have told you one right before I was thinking about that earlier. There's one that I could totally say, but everybody would get so angry there'd be nobody on here. Everybody's like, now say it. I mean, it's don't get me wrong, the actor that I'm so there are there are a couple, but like the actor, I think is a good actor. I think he's been blown up above what he is, and I think it's De Niro. I think De Niro is like early De Niro versus later De Niro is two different De Niros. Early De Niro is much better than later De Niro, in my opinion. But to me, almost always, he's De Niro. Like, I don't know. Like, no, that's Pacino. Well, yeah, you got to go back to Deer Hunter. You got to go back to like Taxi Driver. You got to go back to De Niro. Yeah, he doesn't have much range. I'll tell you who one of the most underrated, and it's weird to say because he's won Oscars, but one of the most underrated actors is Daniel Day-Lewis. Still underrated. Gary Oldman, underrated. And it's not that I don't dislike De Niro as an actor. I just think I don't see all of this. I think Stallone is a better actor than De Niro. I mean, to be fair, Stallone's been nominated for Oscars for acting and writing and everything else. But I'm going to tell you, the scene at the end of Rambo First Blood, I think he does better acting in that one scene than I saw De Niro do in most of any of his movies. Christopher Walken. You see, the thing about Christopher Walken, I just immediately start hearing Christopher Walken's name. So one day, that lion gets up, tears the shit out of everyone. Burt Reynolds should have won the Oscar for Boogie Nights. He should have. He should have. Daniel Day-Lewis as Bill the Butcher in Gangs of New York. One of that. You can't do anything better than that. Yes, Tulsa King. He's good in Tulsa King. He's really good. Stallone has more. Look, I was a huge Arnold guy growing up. Arnold is a huge part of influenced me, him, Stallone. Arnold's a movie star who does acting. Stallone is a action star and everything, but Stallone can act. He's an artist. He can write too and make movies and stuff. That requires whole other sensibility. I like Viggo Mortensen a lot, my friends. You bout it. When he says that line, and I know it's so simple, but when he says, my friends, you bow to no one, a way harder line to deliver than you think in that moment. Such a simple line, so impactful, everything else. He sends chills up my spine to this day when he says that line. I love me some Sigourney Weaver too. Matter of fact, there's been a couple times Risha, I've almost bought, there's like a NECA type figure of her that they have at this one store in Universal Studios, Florida. And I've almost bought it like 3 or 4 different times. Outside of Rocky and Rambo, what's your favorite Stallone movie? Oh.
A.J. Brown was originally drafted by the Padres.
I didn't know that. Outside of Rocky and Rambo, I mean, it's probably Demolition Man. But I'm going to tell you an underrated one. I think Lockup is super underrated for Stallone. I really like Lockup. I have never seen Breaking Bad, or Better Call Saul. Never seen him. Copland, very good. Copland, very good. Cliffhanger, really good. See, it's hard. Demolition Man is so much fun, though, man. I am the law. I hope that comes to 4K this year. Oh, Big Sal dropping a $21. Dude, you're crazy. 21 more dollars. 60 plus 21 is 81. Arnold is the best. Look, man. If you have been a channel member, anybody in here, have you seen my video on Arnold where Risha gave me the big Arnoldtation book, the book over here that's like one of 1947? And I explained what Arnold meant to me my whole life growing up. Arnold means the world to me. And like, as far as a blueprint that I followed from a young age, Arnold was a big man for me. Judge Dredd is really good. I would love to see that in 4K, man. Dude, Arnold and Conan the Barbarian. Awesome. What is Conan? What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women. That is the greatest ever. Hear the lamentation of the women. Over the Top. Listen.
Don't get him started.
She's over here like, don't get me started. Like, she likes it too. But on the other, on my other channel where I covered theme parks, I had to explain to people. I would always say in my videos that like whenever we were getting on a roller coaster or something, I would say that I was going into Lincoln Hawks mode and I would turn my hat backwards. And because so many of those people don't know, I had to go and explain what that meant. And I'm like, it means that shit just got real. You got it, Lincoln Hawks, over the top, baby. Like,
It needs 4K.
it needs a 4K. Even she's over there. It needs a 4K. You got Kenny Loggins soundtrack. Come on. Meet me halfway across the sky. Get the hell out of town. Come on. You got Robert Loggia in there. Come on. Dude, B-dubs, I have been begging for a VSU of Over the Top, hand in glove, one of their biggest sellers instantly ever, that would be. What's my wife's favorite horror movie? I'm trying to make her watch horror. She's not a horror fan. So she probably doesn't even have one. I'm trying to tiptoe her into it more. I love Cobra. See, I think Vinegar Syndrome could do Cobra as well, but I could also see Arrow doing Cobra. But we're probably going to get it from Kino or something. No, she's not a Notebook. She's an action movie girl. More of an action movie girl. She's not so much like she'll watch like Notebook and stuff like that and like Hallmark Channel stuff, but she's an action movie girl. Like, she's a Fast and the Furious and like all that kind of stuff. She Roadhouse, huh?
Not a fan of the sappy.
She's not a fan of sappy at all. So like Roadhouse, we just watched Roadhouse the other night. She's big fan of Roadhouse. Arnold's Commando. Oh yeah, we watched that. Hey Sully, remember when I said I would kill you last? I lied. Dude, Commando needs a 4K. No, she's not a big chick flick person. She'll watch Hallmark stuff at Christmas, though, like it's going out of style.
I like some, but yeah, chick flicks, but I'm not.
Put the cookie down. I have to put the cookie down. I'm trying to take off another 15 pounds or so that I can start lifting back up heavy again and re-inflate myself here. You know, it's funny because people are always surprised. They're like, what's your favorite genre? You make horror movies. You talk about horror movies. Horror has to be your favorite genre. I don't think so. I mean, I love horror. Don't get me wrong. I write horror. It's fun to write. But I don't, not my favorite. I don't think if I had to pick one favorite, it would probably be like adventure movies, maybe. I mean, horror's right there. Horror's right there, but it's close. Favorite movie director of all time is Steven Spielberg. I'm a big Spielberg guy. Blockbuster Box says, thanks for jumping in, man. I appreciate it. Woke Niner, appreciate it, man. I'm going to do, before it gets too much later, I'm going to find my phone. We're going to do a trivia for the t-shirt. It's over here. I mean, I'm a big Cameron guy too. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about Spielberg and the old Hollywood feel. I don't know. And even when he's not directing, his fingers are on a lot of the big movies, you know. I mean, I'm a big horror fan. Don't get me wrong. Honestly, like, it's just what I'm in the mood for. Duel is a classic. I got Duel over here somewhere. Got Duel for $10 with the slip from Groove a few months back. We're going to do some trivia and giveaway. I mean, if I had to do, let me give you several. Let me give you, so Spielberg, Carpenter, Cameron. Those three would be close to the top. I'm trying to think. I mean, those are the first, those are always like at the top whenever people ask me. I mean, I'm a big Tarantino guy. I'm a big Tarantino guy. So he would definitely be up there. Kubrick would be up there just because of his style. I like De Palma's style. Nolan up pretty high. Zemeckis and Eastwood up there. I mean, Alfred Hitchcock is classic. Tony Scott, when you want to talk about style, you got Tony Scott. Days of Thunder, Top Gun, all kinds of Tony Scott. I mean, Mel Gibson, but I always think of Mel Gibson as an actor first, even though he's a great director. I'm trying to find some trivia so we can get a winner for the first ever t-shirt. Now, don't forget with the t-shirt, you're going to have to email me and you're going to have to pick the design that you want. And the size. Now, Sam Peckinpah, I'm a fan of you guys. I've told the story about Sam Peckinpah. Peckinpah did Convoy. Peckinpah did Straw Dogs. Peckinpah did Wild Bunch. Of course, I'm a Romero fan, but I mean, I consider him a horror director only, really. But Peckinpah, Marty Cove says that that's who, like me as a writer director, reminds him of Sam Peckinpah. And so he always called me his young Peckinpah. Matter of fact, he has it written over there on a couple different things that he gave me, his young Peckinpah, which is a, to have people compare you, to say that you remind them of that in any way is an amazing compliment. To have someone like Sensei Kreese, Marty Cove, say that is something else. Which reminds me, another movie. We're getting these Corman movies, and you guys, I'm going to review Humanoids from the Deep. We're getting these Corman movies. We need Death Race 2000. You got young Stallone. You got my man Marty Cove in that. You got Carradine in that. We need Death Race 2000 on 4K. Big time. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah, Mel Gibson doing the new Lethal Weapon. Yep. Oh, ending of Humanoids is like, I don't want to say it's an alien ripoff, but I'm not going to say it's not. Dude, Death Race 2000. You got Stallone with his machine gun. Am I watching My Bloody? You know, this is going to be sacrilege to say, I actually like the remake with Jensen Ackles and Tom Atkins and stuff better than the original. I like it better than the original. I like them both, but I like it better than the original. I'm looking for yes, Gibson is directing and acting in the new Lethal Weapon. Yes. I do like Robert Rodriguez too. Whoever said that? Marty, yeah. Yes, Ashley, yes. Humanoids from the Deep, and it is the uncut version, and I got a lot of stories to tell about it. But it's definitely uncut. There is no doubt about that. I love Roger Corman while we're talking about directors and movie makers, man. Roger Corman, that's why I was telling Risha. I was like, Roger Corman, I loved him for the fact that he was like, oh, they made that Alien movie for $30 million. I can do that. Give me about $25,000 and some super glue, and I'll get it done. Like, I love that about him. All right, I have my trivia question ready to try to win the t-shirt. Is everybody ready? I'm going to give everybody a minute to get ready. All right, we're ready. Here comes the question. It is a Steven Spielberg related question. How about that? In 1979, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, and Ned Beatty starred in a Spielberg movie that flopped. What was the movie? Roosters, Treasures came in with it first. It is 1941. Marty, almost, Marty. Although, to be fair, I feel like Roosters almost answered it before I even finished talking. He went so fast. He got it so fast. 1941 is the movie. And it flopped. It flopped. I'm glad to know a lot of you knew that, though. I thought that was going to take a little longer. I probably gave too many clues. So, Roosters, treasures. You have to email me at avawithchase@gmail.com. No, it's not a bad movie. It's not bad at all. Just email me and we'll get you to get a shirt picked out. I like 1941 too. Got it right up there. I probably have not watched it in 25 years. So just email me and we'll get you a shirt. So somebody is going to, we're going to have the official first shirt off the line here. Yes, it's time for a rewatch for sure. We need, Ben, we need all Roger Corman 4K. Somebody mentioned to me the other day that that they were upset that people were going to be upset that Scream Factory did Galaxy of Terror in 4K because they did the Blu-ray of it. But I looked, they did the Blu-ray in like 2010, y'all. Like, you can't get mad about 15 years in between. Like, I think that's enough time. I think that's enough. I did see it in the wild. I did see it. I bought it in the wild. Oh, DC Cab is so much fun. It's so much fun. Don't make it or break it. Try to survive. I mean, that's Joel Schumacher directed that film. But we'll give away, when we get to the 10,000 subscriber live stream, we will give away another shirt too. But if you want to buy a shirt, you can see, and you can email me. I'll send you you can see all of the designs. You can see them all on my Instagram. That's American Vintage Adventures is my Instagram. You can see all the designs. If you want to buy a shirt, in the meantime, you got to email me at avawithchase@gmail until I can get the site up. But we are taking orders on them, though. Blind Buy DC Cab, you won't regret it. You won't regret it. I think it's Kino. I think I got it on, you can get it super cheap. You can get it super cheap. So I need to get Swamp Thing on 4K from MVD. You know, it's Adrian Barbeau in the water in 4K. B-Dubs, thanks for coming in, brother. Oh, yeah. Adrian Barbeau. She's actually there. Days of the Dead is coming to Atlanta next weekend. We're going to go. I'm going to drag Risha to a horror convention. That's one of the ones that I used to always be a guest at and have a table, sit there and sign stuff. And then there's another one coming there. And I think Adrian Barbeau is going to be at Days of the Dead, and the other one that's going to be the next weekend in Atlanta. So she got on me a while back. She saw a post that I made on Instagram about not wanting to have to buy the NECA figure to get everything else with the fog set. And she's like, is my figure not worth that or something like that? And I was like, oh shit, she saw my post complaining about it. Oh, you got the Swamp Thing for your birthday last year. How is that 4K? Is it good? I haven't seen it. Juanita, you got man, my brother wore DC Cab out. But maybe when I go into Days of the Dead, I can take my camera and do like a Chase in the Wild there too, and share it on the channel. What I think of the what you think we can expect with 28 Days? I don't know. It's been so long. I got to rewatch those movies before I watch the new one. Yeah, DC Cab, $16 on Amazon, not bad. I mean, you're not going to get a slip with it, and I don't even know if it ever had a slip. But it's totally worth that. It is. The writing is underrated because it's literally like a super long, clever, well put together Saturday Night Live skit that's made into a movie, but done really well. And you had Adam Baldwin, I think, coming right off of being Animal Mother in Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. And Adam Baldwin's cool. He's not a Baldwin brother. He's not one of the Baldwins. But he's a super cool guy, too. He was on one of my favorite TV shows. Spoiler alert, Chuck. Chuck is one of my favorite TV shows. But he's like the lead in that, even with like a big cast of Mr. T and Marsha Warfield and the Barbarian brothers who were big at that time, and Gary Busey and all those guys. Bill Maher is in that movie, and yet Adam Baldwin was the lead. Oh, the guy with the flamethrower. I don't work on January 8th because it's Elvis's birthday. See if I'm caught up on the chat here. Oh, I haven't seen that one, Raccoon Eyes. I have to check that one out. Big Sal asks, how much are the shirts? This is Rish's territory.
Oh, I don't know. I never thought about that. What do you think? You can do a pre-sale price, so to speak.
Oh, she said like right now, because we just got in like the shipment of shirts. So I guess we're going to do a pre-sale price on them. I think we're just going to do like a standard like $24.99 on the t-shirts, which is pretty much the standard price.
We do $20 the first week.
Ooh. I think we'll probably do like to start off with, it's going to be like $24.99, basically $25 a piece, or you can get like two of them for $45, save $5 or whatever. I haven't seen that movie though, Raccoon Eyes. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Over the Top is 38 years old today, which makes me older than that. Movie fan, good night. Good night. Thank you for being with us. I have not seen Heaven's Prisoners. We're going to have all different kind of sizes, Marty. We're going to have all different kinds of sizes.
I can custom order. We can order size.
And if you have to have a bigger size, we'll just custom order it if we don't have it in stock. I'm older than that, Brian. Brian, big dude F. Brian, the last movie standing, said Mannequin is 38 years old today, too. Holy crap. I could do without all this information. Why so Bluetooth? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate being able to check out that before I buy. That's a super great gift, man. I appreciate that. Ben, I'm older than you too. I'm gonna tell you, but it was cool back in the day when it was just me and Moses hanging out.
Oh, please, not that.
But happy early birthday, Ben. February 15th, 1982. I am still younger than Jaws. My brother isn't. My brother was born that year. Like, super close to it. Jaws is still one of the greatest movies ever made, Brian. Hate to tell you.
Yeah, I like that too.
Rich is a big fan of Jaws.
Well, sometimes I look at my fingers.
I was neighbors with the Flintstones. I rode with the family down the street through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet.
With those feet?
I used my feet. I used my feet, like
size 14 feet.
Size 14, 15, depending on the shoe feet. I have to wear a size 15 in cowboy boots. Brian, yes. Well, he hates Jaws now. Just so y'all all know, Brian, last movie standing, doesn't like Jaws.
Oh, don't throw him under the bus.
They still had cloth diapers. Name a movie that came out on your birth year. Everybody. Oh. Empire Strikes Back.
Name one for me.
I think. Am I right on that year? Am I right? I think I'm right. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back, though I'm still technically older than Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I'm still like a half a year older than it. Let's see. Risha, what is yours?
Pick a good one. Don't pick a dumb one.
Ooh, Salem's Lot, Risha.
No. Why would I like that one?
Oh, Mad Max. Mel Gibson. Your year. Oh my God, though. Wait a minute. Alien. Alien. You got an Alien your year. Alien, Mad Max, The Warriors, Meatballs, Monty Python's Life of Brian, Star Trek, The Amityville Horror, Rocky 2. You had some good ones.
Oh, that
She's claiming Rocky too. She had Phantasm as well.
With the tie.
The Godfather. Jaws is one of my favorite movies. Fight with anyone who disagrees. Back to the Future. Risha, you're a cougar, Brian said. Yeah, she's just a little bit older than me. Just a scotch. A gallon of gas was $1.19 in 1982. Well, here's the funny thing, though. Like, when I started driving in 1996, you could get gas for like 89 cents a gallon. 79 cents a gallon sometimes. 95 when I started driving. There's a series, top 5 movies of each year. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one. I've got a series that I've been doing, like the best years in movie history. I've got to get back around to finishing it. Because I was going to do what I considered the top 10 years in movie history and individually, and then rank them. And I think I've done like 5 out of that series. But they take a while to do. Yeah, Georgia has always done. We've done pretty well with gas prices than a lot of other places. We have traditionally. We sit in a good spot in Georgia supply chain wise. OG Gamer, what's up? You're a cougar, Risha. Cradle robber.
Cougars, I think it's actually technically a puma. I think you have to be like 10 years old. A 10-year gap to be.
Oh, Brian, she said technically she's a puma. It has to be like a 10-year gap technically to be a cougar. She's a puma.
It's 1 year.
A puma. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Speaking of that, we had Bring It On announced, supposed to be coming from Shout Studios in 4K, was leaked back at the beginning of December, and we still haven't gotten that yet. Brian said a cougar to him. Almost. She's still not quite 10 ahead of you, but close. The year Exorcist came out. Oh, y'all youngins. Bill Belichick does like them young. That's crazy, man.
Shit, she's like 26.
She's like 26 years old. He's like 50 years older than her. Risha got to debut that Clover's uniform. She said she's got her own. She still got her college cheerleading uniform. So whenever we get Bring It On, she is going to model it. She's going to hold it for the thumbnail in her uniform. So we're waiting on that movie.
I need to notice though. When is it coming out?
We don't know. It got leaked in December and it still hasn't come out. Brian said Belichick's girl used to model for his company.
I bet she did.
Have I heard any news about when the uncut version of Night 90 on 4K? I have not heard anything about that. All twisted up. Thanks for coming in, my friend. I appreciate it. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is awesome. Steve Rossman, who's a channel subscriber and a member, sent me that for Christmas, the out of print Arrow limited edition, and I almost fell in the floor when I opened that thing. Who's your favorite actress? Risha, do you have a favorite actress? She's thinking it over.
I don't know. It's hard. Sandra Bullock's up there, but I don't know.
Sandra, she says Sandra Bullock is high up there.
I don't have like a pick a favorite.
I do love me some Sandy Bullock.
We were just talking about her, so I've been thinking about all her movies. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I like Miss Congeniality a lot. Of course, Speed. I like The Proposal a lot with her and Ryan Reynolds. Talk about Cougar. He was like 37 and she was like 51 when they made that movie.
That's called a saber-toothed tiger.
That's called a saber-toothed tiger because she's 15 years older. Risha knows all these little things, Brian.
It's Puma, Cougar, and Sabertooth. Those are the three people use.
I mean, Sandra Bullock would be up there for me. Sigourney Weaver would be up there for me.
That's the kind of movies I like. Sandra Bullock type movies.
Those two up there high for me. I mean, Meg Ryan, I like Meg Ryan a lot, but I mean, I only think of her in like rom-coms. What's up, William? Just got done watching Monster. The Charlize Theron movie, Monster. Risha from South Florida explains a lot. Well, Kate Beckinsale is great to look at. Diane Keaton's a good actress. Linda Hamilton. I'd still say that Sigourney and Sandra Bullock are up there towards the top for me. I'd have to really think about that. Because what happens is you start trying to think on it too hard and you like miss like the obvious ones that you love. Sally Field is great. I recommend a movie, Bob Rafelson movie. It's the first movie, the big movie that Arnold Schwarzenegger, he did with Bob Rafelson. Had just came off doing 5 Easy Pieces with Jack Nicholson, and he did Stay Hungry. And it's Jeff Bridges, Sally Field, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that's an underrated movie. It's good. It's kind of odd trick for them. A little racy for Sally Field. But people talk about how like Hollywood is rough on body image for women and for actors and stuff like that. This was Arnold's first role. He was desperately trying to be in movies. And he had to give up going for Mr. Olympia and go for this role. But he had to go from almost 250 pounds to 209 pounds in just a few months. And Bob Rafelson, the deal in his contract was he had to weigh in the day before they started filming. And if he didn't make the weigh-in at 209 pounds, he was out, and the backup guy that they had on standby was going to be in. And Arnold had to put all of his eggs in that basket because if he didn't get the role, he wouldn't get that payday. He wouldn't get into the movies, and he'd be too small to go back and do Mr. Olympia. That's why he's smaller when he goes back and does Pumping Iron and wins Mr. Olympia, because he could only make it back up to like 237 pounds because he got so small for Stay Hungry. So, I mean, it's not just women. But it's kind of weird. It's strange. Like Arnold's like wearing like a Batman mask and working out and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, Arnold's first role is Hercules in New York. They don't count that. He doesn't count it. because he was credited as Arnold Strong. It didn't get the like an actual release and all that kind of stuff. So it's like even as far as the awards committee went, he won Best Newcomer of the Year for Stay Hungry because that film didn't count. It was independent, didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I can't. If it's Arnold trivia, I know it. Zachary, welcome to the pop culture family. Zachary joined as a member. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my friend. You guys too, you should check out Brian, the last movie standing. He just did he's launching he's gonna put some cool stuff. He's gonna do a Patreon and a membership over there. Filmmaker too. He's launched that today. And I really want you guys to check out. I mentioned my buddy Daniel at Cobwebs too. He's awesome. But my man over at Pop Culture Mass, you guys got to check out him. He's never going to ask for you guys to subscribe to him. You're never going to find him unless anyone tells you, because he curses and stuff. In the algorithm won't put his stuff out there because of it. But check out Pop Culture Mass. He's a fellow Georgia Bulldog, Georgia alum, but he's living in Maine. You guys got to check him out. He just tells things like it is. He's hilarious. He's funny. He's satirical. Check out Pop Culture Mass. Dude is awesome. Fellow Georgia Bulldog. Got to check him out. Of course, Daniel at Cobweb. Check out Brian's new Patreon over there. These are the guys that I watch all the time. You guys want to know who I watch? It's like I watch those guys and stuff. So you guys got to check them out. Holy crap. While I'm talking, look what's going on over here. Canadian Maker Project just gifted 10 AVA Pop Culture memberships. My brother, I appreciate that so much. 10 people got it. Steven Weber got one. Shane Gamer got one. Mike got one. Christian got one. Eric got one. John got one. Vince, Sardonic Apple, great name. Susan's Ups and Downs got one. Robert Wright got one. Man, I appreciate that, Canadian Maker Project. Great member. Dude's been a member for a long time, supported me, and I really do appreciate it. And then look, while I'm talking about that, Gus, my man, Gus, coming in with a $5, $4.99 super chat, says, Chase, what's up, brother? Us late on a Thursday night in here, still just talking movies, hanging out. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys so much. Hello, Michael. What never happens to you? What happened to you? Did I miss something? Man, thank you guys. I was just over here talking and see all that. But yeah, I gotta sharing your birthday cash around, Canadian Maker Project. I appreciate that, man. Spending it over here. When was your birthday? Was it today? Is today your birthday? Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Well, I appreciate you coming in here, hanging out some on your birthday. And giving other people gifts on your birthday. That's crazy, man. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, getting gifted memberships, Michael. Oh, you got one too? Or did you just miss it? Yeah, Hercules in New York was Arnold Strong. Big Sal in here. Need to share. Look, I mean, everybody's been sharing the love. You guys, I love you guys. That's what I'm trying to do. Like you guys, Daniel at Cobwebs, of course, and he's got a massive channel now, like 60,000, 50,000 subscribers, gone nuts. Like my man Brian and my man over at Pop Culture Mass, they are, Last Movie Standing and Pop Culture Mass. They're still in the same boat with me, smaller channels. Pop Culture Mass, he's only got like 100 subs, but he doesn't care. Like he just wants to get on here and talk movies. So I really want people to find him too. and Brian. We're trying, like, just loving movies, man. And that's I want to make sure you got, like, all of us support each other. It's awesome. It's awesome. I just want to make sure, because, like, those guys are never going to ask for themselves for anybody to come watch them and subscribe or whatever. You can't find Pop Culture Mass, or you can't find Brian. Which one? Pop Culture Mass, MASS. Let's see if I can grab him real quick. And of course, I watch. Let's see if I can. There he is. I shared the link to Pop Culture Mass. You guys follow Brian, follow Daniel at the Cobwebs. And then, I watch Ken, and I watch my man Fuzz over at the Original Fuzz. I shared the link to Pop Culture Mass right there. You guys will love him. He's raw. He's like watching. He does. He drops lots of F-bombs. He's a super educated guy, though. Super film savvy. He went to film school where I did. So, like, he knows his stuff. I think he's actually studying to get his PhD right now. So he just loves being, crazy, funny with movies and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I try to not. I probably curse a lot more in real life than I do on YouTube, because I'm trying to not. I mean, YouTube is hard to get found as it is, right? Without doing anything the algorithm doesn't like. Yeah, Marty. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are following. Yeah, I don't know how to gift, like, membership myself. I don't know how you would gift anything to anybody specifically. I think YouTube just does it. Because I was even trying to give my man Brian a gifted membership just so he could see some videos I was telling him about on my membership, and I don't know how to do it. So I don't know how. I appreciate you guys going and sub to him. Let him know I was driving you nuts to go over there. A Blumpkin? Yeah, it's Pop Culture Mass. I can't. That's my accent, and the fact my nose is stopped up makes me sound like I'm adding a K on the end of it. But hopefully, I guess I'm assuming the link works. But man, talk about a culture shock. So he's from Georgia. He went to the University of Georgia. Of course, this is the South, and now he lives in Maine. His wife's family is from Maine. So he talk about a weather and culture difference, right? That's got to be so different. Like, I couldn't imagine. Okay, good, awesome. Glad it works. Thank you, you guys. Canadian Maker Project always comes in here. And what's Brian's? Let me get you guys Brian's too. Canadian Maker Project always comes in here and makes it rain memberships. And I super appreciate that, because that gives people a behind the scenes kind of look at everything. And that's kind of, I gotta find this. Let's see. That's such a big thing, because you get to see, like, some of that stuff that I'm always talking about, yapping on about at the end of my videos. And it just kind of gives you a whole different perspective on stuff. Let me here's Brian's link too. There's Brian's link as well. I know the Blumpkin. I was just trying not to laugh. Like some of us guys kind of came in here together. Like Brian, I think started last January, so like he's a little over a year. And there were some others like Frank came in around that time, and then I came in mid-year around at the end of May. So a lot of us smaller guys trying to make our way up with, like, you guys see, you know, I know you guys, I love like my man Kenny at mid-level and all that stuff. And now Daniel, though, when I started watching Daniel had like just over 10,000. And then a couple months in, like he got to 20,000. And then now he's blown up, and he deserves it. He puts his time in, does great videos. But like some of us other small guys that came in, like, you know, Ken over there, he's got like 30,000 subs, and you know, these people, CHH got like 30,000 subs, and like these other people that have been doing it for a while that got like 15,000 subs, and they're getting all these movies that we got to buy and you got to buy for free, and they're just killing it because they've been around, and we're all trying to make our way in there, and it's hard to get found and hard to be heard, and supporting each other is a big thing, and I appreciate that from everybody. You got the community here is so friggin' awesome, just so awesome. It's definitely my tribe. That's what I say. It's my tribe. Basement Movie Den is Canadian maker project. So do you have, let's see. He's got his channel. He's getting his channel up and going as well. So basement, there's the link to basic Basement Movie Den. He brand new, man, like literally just put up his very first video testing out the waters, all that stuff. And it's hard, man. It's hard to get in there and do it. It's hard. You got to learn your way, get used to what you're doing, all that kind of stuff. Well, I mean, we're all open to some criticism, I would think, now and then. Like, you know, none of us are infallible, I don't think. But you know, we all have different takes, and like Brian now too is like, you know, he's like looking at his 4K setup and stuff, and he's seeing differences in things, and like that's why I say there's always a difference in setup. But like, you know, we're all nobody's perfect when it comes to this. And I mean, to be honest, I did a video on why most 4K reviews are wrong, because a lot of people who've been reviewing video 4Ks for a long time, they're wrong. Not like, I mean, there's no wrong opinion. You can have an opinion on anything, right? But there is wrong technical stuff, and where like how technical things and stuff are used. And when you go to school for it, when you work in it for a couple of decades, you're like, hey, wait, that's not what that means, or that's not how that goes. So, but people have been doing it or saying these things a long time, and it was just kind of accepted vernacular on stuff. That doesn't make it right. So it doesn't mean I know everything either, but I know I know what goes into like making films and restoring them and all that kind of stuff, like actually physically doing it. So I try to bring that too, because none of us are perfect. And the more education we share, the more different perspectives we share together. And that might, you know, it ultimately though, it's people getting better educated that need to hold everybody accountable. Thanks, Brand. I mean, I'm a huge fan too. Like, and I don't ever want anybody to forget that. Like, I started out being a fan. I'll be a fan till the day I die. But I did learn I learned this other stuff along the way. And I want to share it. So it's not like to like necessarily correct anyone or call anyone out, but it's like that's why I did a video that hardly nobody saw, nobody wanted to watch, where I was trying to explain encodes and why there's nothing magical with them the way people think there is. When like so-and-so did an encode. There's not as much magic there as you think there is. And so I tried to show that. I tried to show exactly how it was done. But that's only, you only get out of it what you want to get out of it. Well, I mean, so here's the thing on the free stuff. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but technically when you get a certain amount of free stuff, there's a button you're supposed to click when you upload the video on YouTube that says that you got the stuff for free. And then it changes it in the algorithm and it puts a little code up there and puts a little bar that comes out that says that video is sponsored and has product placement or whatever. Technically, we're supposed to do that if we get something. I don't get anything for free, but technically you're supposed to do that if you get a certain amount of stuff for free. And it kind of would clear all that up, right? But most physical media YouTubers don't. Now, like the one time I did a sponsored video with Aura, which is a LifeLock thing, secure on internet, which was something that I use, that we use, where I had to do like a little 1-minute ad read on there. I had to click that button or I couldn't even put it on YouTube. And the company wouldn't let me because it had to be known that I was being compensated for that. Now, my compensation only got anything if people clicked on it and signed up. So I really didn't get anything. But, you still had to put it. So if you're getting 30 movies a month for free, you're getting compensated. And so people need to know that. Well, that's why I always tell you, if I get something for free, I'll be like, I got this for free, but I'm going to tell you what I think regardless, because it's natural. Like, if you got a candy bar and you eat it, and you paid $5 for it, it's good. But if you got the candy bar for free and somebody else paid $5 for it, you feel a little bit better about that candy bar that you got because you didn't have to pay the $5 and you got the same thing. So it's just human nature to maybe be more excited about a movie that you like better than another. Like objectively, I thought from a filmmaking standpoint that Trick or Treat is a better 4K than Demolition Man was. And I'm a huge fan of both of those movies. But like Ken and a couple other people, they don't like the movie Trick or Treat as much. So, can it color with me? Like when I don't like a movie as much? It's just human nature. That's what you're fighting against, is human nature. Like, that's why in my Galaxy of Terror, I'm like, look, I enjoy this movie. I love this movie. I love it, this and this, but look, it's got grain problems right here. If you don't like grain, you're not going to like it. All that kind of stuff. Like, it's got this and that. So I'm trying to be fair, even though I like the movie. So it's just, it's a minefield on that. It's a minefield. I really wanted Trick or Treat to be a chunky box too. I was very disappointed in that. Same thing, Friday the 13th, 2009. I wanted a chunky box. I thought it looked like a great 4K, but I love that movie. So I'm aware that I could be biased. So I usually will watch a movie twice to get my fandom out of the way and then to evaluate the damn thing. Basement Movie Den coming in with 5 more AVA Pop Culture memberships. Dude, you are crazy. Justin Voorhees got one. Todd got one. Michael got one. MMA Crease King Jr. got one. Boinkbot got one. What a name. What a name. Yeah, you got to be honest in the review. You got to be honest. You always, as long as you're honest, I don't give a shit if you get everything for free. But you know, as long as you're honest, and I'm not saying that in his opinion anybody wasn't honest one way or the other. I'm just saying in your opinion, whenever you're giving the opinion, also, you know, just be as honest as you can, and also be like, they sent me all these for free. Just I mean, and I think most people do that. They say that. I did find Wicked for my daughter. I did. So Walmart actually notified me that this came back in, right? And I was able to get it at like normal Walmart store price. I mean, that never happens. Never happens. But I got it. They delivered it to me too. So I got it. Super pumped about that. I appreciate that, Robert. Like, I mean, I just try. Look, I'm, you know, everybody can fight their own battles, discuss their own things. I just want, I want a community. That's what I came in here for. I mean, I hear a lot of things. A lot of times, I don't agree with, and I hear a lot of people say things I know are wrong, and I do my videos. I do my videos, because you know, I'm coming at a different place than they are in my background. So I remember that too. You know, I remember that everybody didn't go to school for this. Everybody hasn't worked in this for 20 years. Like, you know, it's like the difference. Like they have those hospitals where you can go and watch a surgery be performed, and you might be able to go watch it and see what's happening there, but that doesn't mean you know what to do, like someone who's actually doing the surgery and has been for the past 20 years. You know what I mean? It's a different perspective. Oh, I agree. Brian is off his batshit rocker on that one with Jaws. Anyone who doesn't think Jaws is a great movie.
He likes it. He just
I think he just likes to pick at people about it. Now, see, look at this crap. My steelbook, I was all excited. Now the thing don't want to close all the way. What's going on here? I need a Blockbuster box set slip for that thing, because I'm afraid that's going to get dented. Oh, I appreciate that, Juanita. Like, I showed my daughter this today because it just got here, and I showed her this, and I mean, she must have hugged me 10 times. Like, I cannot wait. There is a big, I hope it's still there. There's a big Wicked store at Universal Studios, Florida. And we're going to be back down there in a couple of weeks. We're annual pass holders. And I hope it's still there so that she can go in and see it, because she's a singer. She loves this. And this has a sing-along version. So I'm sure I'm going to hear it a lot. Oh, Robert, man, I appreciate it. Like, I'm going to go after those people that say physical media is dead. Did you guys see that? Like, so Walt Disney World, WDW Pro, and the new Walt Disney World News reported yesterday, I shared it, that that last year, that the numbers are in, and last year, Disney made over 4 times as much money from physical media and home video as they did from their streaming services. That is huge. So apparently they spent like almost $2 billion on streaming to make a little over 200 million. Like, that's what they got back, was almost 250 million, but they spent 200 or 2 billion on it. That's bad math right there. That is bad math. And right now, it's their physical media, their home video, and their theme parks that are bailing them out. Those things are subsidizing the whole rest of the company right now. Oh, the you'll own nothing and like it crowd. Not a fan. Not a fan. I appreciate your support, Robert, too. And like, I mean, I understand how you feel. Like everybody's got the right to feel how they feel on everything. Oh, hi from the UK. Dean got his Arrow Life Force and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 today. Not surprising he got his first over there, but I really want mine. I was a little bummed. I was going to take it. I talked to Bill Mosley. He's not going to be in Atlanta for Days of the Dead this year. I was going to take it and get, I never get anybody to sign anything, but Bill always gives me something. I was going to get that TCM2, take it and get Bill and Carolyn to sign it if they were both there. Dale, the only thing it's like they would rather run off a cliff than prove the old way was better. And now, I don't know if you guys know this. I can't remember if I said it on a video or not, but Disney also announced if you've got Disney, Hulu, and all that stuff, Disney Plus, Hulu, you should have gotten an email making you aware that in addition to upcoming price increases, if you pay a premium to get the premium tier with no advertisements, they are making you aware in their subscriber agreement that even if you subscribe to the tier with no ads, there's going to be some content that they have ads on anyway. Even if you pay the extra to have no ads, there's going to be some content that you got to watch ads anyway. Y'all, it's worse than cable at this point. Between them and Netflix, then you got to pay for high-speed internet and Wi-Fi and stuff to get it's cable. It's cable, but worse. That's all it is. Oh, awesome, Todd. It's just a new cable. That's it. Juanita, I can't wait to get the gift and watch it. Like, listen, I'm going to be 100% honest. I haven't seen it since the movie theater. And back then I was going to see it because Keanu was in it. And, there was a topless scene that was popular at the time because of Dawson's Creek. Katie Holmes. They're your favorite videos. I mean, every now and then it just explodes up on me. Listen, I got one rant video coming here soon that some people are probably not gonna like either. I'm not gonna let out of the bag what it is, but I've just been thinking on it for a while. So yeah, it's the Sam Raimi, The Gift. What's my favorite thing about living in Georgia? Well, I've lived here my entire life, born and raised. Everything. I love Georgia. I mean, I do. I love Georgia a lot. I love the fact that, we're one of the original 13 colonies, so there's a lot of history here, and I'm a history guy. But I also love the fact that from where I live, I can drive an hour one way and be in the mountains. I can drive a couple hours the other way and be at the coastline. I can drive a couple hours the other way and literally be in the Okefenokee swamp or a desert. We have a mini Grand Canyon here in Georgia that literally looks like the Grand Canyon. I can be in the mountains. That's super, super cool. That's super cool. I love that about Georgia. I love how green it is. People like Risha from South Florida, they come up here and they're leaf lookers because there is a lot of leaves around still. And I love a lot of that. I love a lot of it. It's hot as hell here. Like we get just as hot as Florida, get just as hot. And sometimes it's worse because there's no ocean breeze unless you're close to that coastline. And it's more humid. But we also get way colder and have way more of a winter than people expect. Like we've had a couple of snows this year. We got another one possibly coming. It gets down in the zero. Like I love it. I love it. Oh, JG with $1.99 super chat says Arrow sale tomorrow. Navy SEALs worth grabbing. Yes, I would say Navy SEALs is worth grabbing. This is one of the things I'm going to give away when we get to my 10,000 subscriber live stream, this VSU. I do say it's worth grabbing because Vinegar Syndrome is going to have a sale starting tomorrow too. I'm going to cover the Vinegar Syndrome sale, the Arrow sale, the Shout Factory sale, all on my physical media news tomorrow. So I'll try to get that out earlier in the day. So in case there's anything you guys want to buy or look at, I'm going to try to get it out earlier. I'm going to try to get it out earlier. But I think that we are about 3 hours in. It's 11:30 on a weeknight. I appreciate you all so much. I think I'm going to get off here for the evening. And I got some more videos to plan, a couple things to do before I can wind down for the night. I got my adrenaline up when I'm doing these videos. So I always got to like wind down a little bit afterwards, watch a movie and wind down and get ready to try to go to sleep. I'm not somebody that goes to sleep that easy. So I'm a night person. So I got to try to wind down. But I appreciate all of y'all here so much. I appreciate the discussion. Don't forget that in order to enter to win this, you have to go and comment on any video. Say enter 10,000 with your comment, like comment on a video. If you want to get more than one entry, you have to share my Instagram, follow me on Instagram at American Vintage Adventures. You have to share video around, tag me, let me know. That can get you another entry. And the night we do the 10,000 subscriber, I'm going to pull your name out. I'm going to pull a name out. That's how we're going to do it. For this, everything else that I give away that night, we are going to do via trivia because I think it's fun. So it'll be part of the fun celebration. But good night, everyone. Thanks for being in here. I enjoyed it. 3 hours strong. And it never ceases to amaze me. But you guys know the story. Until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture. And I'll see you real soon. Good night. Bye-bye. Big Sal, good night. Canadian Maker, all you guys, thank you so much for the support, everybody. Bye-bye.